Work on things then without worrying about games, or would you rather knock out games in this December?
I honestly, I was thinking about this. I was like, I want to practice. I want to get in the gym. I want to put shots up. I want to be running the drills, running our plays. You know, the back-to-back games, those are difficult early on in the season, but at the same time, it's fun, so I'm kind of tossed up between that one.
And, you know, let's go back to that last Thursday night's game against Brewster. I'm sure you noticed it. I noticed it in the fourth quarter. Your team caught a spark there, especially towards the end of the game. Did they carry that spark into this week's practices?
I believe so. These girls, they work hard every single day. They come in, they're keeping on coming back, and that just shows me how much they want this. So, you know, I love their heart, I love their desire, and if we can keep that all season, there's going to be great things that happen.
Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for your time as always. All right, when we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineup and more right after this.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas. And introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and Eniat. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen is a good option for me. The risk of addiction is not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions, and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
And welcome back courtside. Grant Olson with you as we are set to go with girls basketball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. The Moses Lake Mavericks and the Wenatchee Panthers. Let's quickly go through the starting lineups tonight. First for the Mavericks, it's Addison Burns, a 5'8 junior, along with Addison Reffitt. She's also a junior at 5'6. Brooklyn Clark, one of the guards, 5'5 sophomore. Kaya Char, she's a senior at 5'6, getting the start, and rounding it out for Moses Lake is 5'10 senior Madison Bond. And now for the Panthers, it's Danica Cardona, 5'5 junior. Madison Norton, she's a junior at 5'7. Gemma Adon, a sophomore at 5'7, gets the start alongside Carson Garcia Miller, a 5'8 junior. And rounding out the starting lineup, McKinley Cardona, a 5'5 sophomore. So we are just about set to go. Wenatchee in the home whites and Moses Lake in their road maroons on this wet and soggy night here in the Wenatchee Valley. Tip is up and it's controlled by the Mavericks, and we are underway. Working on the right side is Kyla Char. Out to the top of the key, it's Reffitt. Now it's Madison Bond with it. One-hand shovel pass to Char. She's at the top of the key. The Panthers come out 2-3 zone defense to begin here. Now it's Clark to the baseline. Up with it is Addison Burns. No good. Fight for the rebound. Brooklyn Clark comes up with it. And the Mavericks will get another fresh shot clock. It's Bond. Overhead pass, top of the key to Brooklyn Clark. Now left side dump pass down low. It's Burns. She can't do anything with it. Bond is going to put up the three. It's good. So senior Madison Bond gets our scoring started here, and we are underway at Wenatchee High School. 3-0 Mavericks underneath. Cardona, Danica. Shot taken out top of the key by Cardona is no good. Fight for the rebound under the basket, and it's knocked out by a Maverick and will remain the Panthers' ball. Panthers last game last Thursday night, a pretty good licking at the hands of Brewster, one of the outstanding girls teams in the state this year. And the Panthers, here they are tonight. Garcia Miller shot no good, gets her own rebound. Now Cardona, it's partially blocked. And the Mavericks do finally come up with it. And Kaya Char. Cross court, it's Clark, and she'll slowly bring it across the timeline. Mavericks 3-0 lead as we approach 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Bond. Near side, Char thought about the shot. Cross court, it's Clark, partially blocked. And Garcia Miller with it for the Panthers. Man-to-man defense here by the Mavericks. Garcia Miller, aggressive drive, a little out of control, and it's into the hands of Moses Lake once again. Cross-handed dribble, nicely done by Char. Down court, Bond has it. At the baseline, wide open, jump shot, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound put back up by Burns is no good. And Garcia Miller comes down with the rebound for the Panthers. Still 3-0. Nice pass down low to Cardona. Shot short, and Bond comes up with the rebound, but a nice look by Carson Garcia Miller, and we've got our first foul of the night, and it's on Danica Cardona. So our first team foul by either team early on here. Still 3-0 Mavericks on a three-point bucket by Madison Bond. Mavericks have it as they once again slowly bring it up court. It's Brooklyn Clark directing traffic far side of the court. Still wants to work that side. Elbow now. Jump shot. Bond. Good. 5-0 Moses Lake. All Madison Bond points here so far for the Mavericks. Now it's Carson Garcia Miller for Wenatchee. Looks down low. Dumps it down there. Nice pass. Now back out top. It's Cardona. Bounce pass to her sister, Michaela Cardona. She can't do anything with it, and there's our first turnover of the night. And boy, that's something the Panthers really want to work on, I believe, against Brewster. Ended up with 29 turnovers in that ball game. Only one here so far tonight. Mavericks with it. It's Bond. Top of the key to Char. She steps back and resets the Maverick offense. Wanting to work that far side, that right side. Now Char back near side to Bond with it. Right-handed dribble. Running out of time, and there's a Moses Lake turnover. Cardona has it. Wild left-hand layup is no good, and quickly back come the Mavericks. It's Kaya Char on the right side. Overhead pass to Bond now with 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Char, left-handed dribble, gets into some trouble. Now Bond, why not? She's got the hot hand, short on that shot. A couple of Mavericks hit the floor, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Wenatchee basketball. $5-0 our score. Still early in this game, almost halfway through this first quarter. Garcia Miller right into the hands of Bond, and then coming back with the foul is Wenatchee's Madison Norton, the 5'7" junior. So two team fouls on the Panthers here now early on. Mavericks have it with that 5-point lead. Char, top of the key, looks underneath, tried to force that one a bit. Ball's loose, jump ball is called. Possession arrow belongs to the Panthers. Both teams pretty tough defense here early in this first quarter. It is 5-0 Mavericks. Panthers playing good defense as well as Moses Lake still in that man-to-man. Here's Cardona. Left-handed shot. Nicely done by Danica. No good, but it's knocked out by a Panther. And it will be Maverick basketball. You want to mention Riley Jones, the 6-foot junior. sustained an ankle injury, and we may or may not see Riley Jones in the Panther lineup tonight. Boy, that's big as far as size goes for Wenatchee, so we'll keep our eye on that. Here's Bond with it now for the Mavericks. 3.5 minutes left first quarter. Bond with it. Top of the key, free throw line. Stops at that elbow. She likes that spot. Short again. And the rebound into the hands of Madison Norton. Back come the Panthers. It's Garcia Miller. Crossover dribble left side now. Looking for some help down low on the baseline. Finds Cardona down there. Drives to the basket. McKinley Cardona is going to go to the line and shoot two. Addison Reffert with her first foul, and that's Moses Lake's first team foul. Substitutes ready to check in as well for the Mavericks, but they'll have to wait for McKinley Cardona's free throw, and it's good. Number 3, Gracie Cass, 5'10" sophomore into the lineup. Also in there for the Mavericks is Olivia Johnson, a 5'9" junior. Cardona made the first and makes the second as well. Panthers on the board now. It's 5-2 as the Panthers now showing full court pressure. It looks like 1-2-2, 1-2-1-1 full court press. And Moses Lake, no sweat breaking that. Bond down court. Once again, it's Cast who just checked into the lineup. No good. Puts it back up with the left hand up and in. Nice work by the 5'10" sophomore. Now long shot. Cardona is no good. Cast the rebound for the Mavericks. The sophomore will bring it across the timeline herself. Goes right side to Natalie Schuler, who was also checked in for the Mavericks. Her shot partially blocked, and it's into the hands of Garcia Miller. Quickly down court, baseline. Danica Cardona poke checked. The ball is from behind, and I think we got a foul on the baseline. And this one is on Olivia Johnson. That's her first. So both teams now with 2 team fouls with just over 2.5 minutes left in the opening period. Garcia Miller inbounds. It's McKinley Cardona. Moses Lake now has slipped into it looks like maybe a sagging man-to-man defense. Cardona on the baseline. That's Danica. Spins out of some trouble but lost the basketball. Ball still loose. Cardona gets her hands back on it. It looks like we've got a jump ball called. Nice hustle by Cardona. And the arrow pointing the Mavericks' way. Gracie Cass goes back to the bench for Moses Lake. With the basketball is number 14, who has just checked into the lineup for Moses Lake, and that is Kayla Throneberry, a 5'5" sophomore. There is Bond for 3 again. 8 points in this quarter for Madison Bond, putting on a show with 2 threes and a field goal here in this first quarter. Cardona shot blocked. There's Cass. She's knocked to the floor. I thought she went to the bench. She's still in there. It was Throneberry that checked in. And Danica Cardona has called for that foul in the backcourt, and that's number 2 on her now early on. In this 10-2 ball game, 1:40 left to go first quarter. Moses Lake with it. Throneberry to Bond. Holds it over her head. Now to Schuler, who's in there as well. Down to Olivia Johnson. The ball is deflected and knocked out of bounds, and it will remain Maverick basketball. Lots of substitutes in here in this first quarter for the Mavericks. Bond will bring it in. Does so right side. Cast wide open off the front of the rim. No good. Nice hustle by Bond, though, to get that rebound. And Moses Lake, a fresh shot clock. Here's the long shot. Natalie Schuler for 3. No good. Ball's taken away by Throneberry. The Mavericks are back in business offensively. Schuler going to bomb away again. No good. Finally, Danica Cardona comes up with it for the Panthers to Garcia Miller. Nice dribble to the baseline by Garcia Miller. No one home except Cardona. She's going to put up the long shot. Short once again. The ball is saved, but into the hands of Madison Bond. And the Mavericks have it with under a minute left to go here in this opening quarter. Throneberry near side. Now it's on the elbow to Cass, the sophomore. Schuler again, her third shot no good since she's been in there. Fight for the rebound, and we've got another jump ball called. And this will go to the Panthers. 35 seconds on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. As we wind down this low-scoring first quarter, it's 10-2, Mavericks, Panthers with it. Garcia Miller gets a screen from Cardona, now passes it to her underneath, and the ball is stolen away. That was intended for Roche. And that's turnover number 3 by the Panthers here in this first quarter. Pass down low, Throneberry can't control it. It goes out of bounds. And the Panthers now should be able to get this last shot of the quarter. Here's Garcia Miller. Slow dribble across the timeline. 8 seconds left. Now 7, 6. Garcia Miller takes it to the basket. It's good, and she's fouled. That foul is on Gracie Cass. Both teams with 3 team fouls in this first quarter. Carson Garcia Miller with that nice aggressive drive at the line to try and complete this 3-point play. Free throw is good. 10-5, 5-point Maverick lead. 1 second in the quarter. Shot taken at the buzzer, no good. And that does it for quarter number 1. After 1 here at Wenatchee High School, it's Moses Lake 10 and Wenatchee 5. Second quarter action coming your way right after this.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side.
Great, I want that one. I would like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
At Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today, and let's find your happy place.
And we are back courtside. Grant Olson with you. Nice to have you along on Basketball Friday on the NCWLIFE channel. After 1, it's Moses Lake 10 and Wenatchee 5. Moses Lake with the ball here to start this second quarter. Throneberry has it. She stays in. Also into the game for Moses Lake is Kalesley Wilbank, a 5'8 senior, is almost a steal, and it finally is. Norton has it for the Panthers. And now Wenatchee can set up their offense. Turnover number 3 on Moses Lake. Madison Norton with it to Garcia Miller. Now it's Cardona, top of the key to McKinley Cardona. She puts up the shot, no good. It touches the end line and goes out of bounds, and it will be Moses Lake basketball. Just underway, second quarter, 10-5, Moses Lake lead. Low scoring, sort of defensive struggle here early in this one. Wiltbank dumps it down low. That's Hayden Avalar, a 5'5 sophomore who's in there as well for Moses Lake. Back to Wiltbank. She's on the baseline. Lefty's going to put it up from there, no good. Throneberry the rebound. And she kicks it out. Shot taken in and out for 3 by Clark. And the Panthers finally come down with the rebound. Garcia Miller. Across half court, stutter step, drives to the right wing, cross court to Danica Cardona. Going to put up the shot from there, no good. Rebound underneath, nicely done by Roche. And it's no good, and she will, I believe, no, and there is a foul. And it is on Addison Burns, her first. And Throneberry to the bench. Kayla Throneberry for the Moses Lake Mavericks. Back in there is number 22, Kaya Char. Panthers on the inbound, and Cardona just crossed the half-court line, and that's a turnover, number 4 on the Panthers here in this first half. 6:39 left to go before halftime, and it's a 5-point Maverick lead. Char, right side on the wing, looking for somebody down low. Good defense. That zone by the Panthers. Wiltbank's going to put up the left-handed shot, no good. Norton the rebound for the Panthers. Now to Garcia Miller. Both teams, I got to say, pretty cold here in this first half as well, but pretty much leads us to this low-scoring game so far. Here's Roche. Now Danica Cardona going to put up the three. No, it's inside the three-point line. It's a two-pointer, and the Panthers will take it, cutting this lead to 3 points, 10-7 now. Wiltbank loses the basketball out of bounds. Kind of took her eye off it. Kalesy, and that's a turnover on the Mavericks, and both teams now with 4 turnovers in this one. Garcia Miller, she is double teamed at half court, dribbles out of trouble. She's along the sideline though, and Coach Lippert wants to call the timeout. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left to go here, second quarter. It's Moses Lake 10 and Wenatchee 7. I want to give a big shout out to our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today at 509-662-6842. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by the good folks at Abby's Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge, 100% real cheese and freshly rolled dough. Order online at abbys.com. So a 10-5 score at the end of the first. The Panthers the only bucket so far here in the second, and we sit at 10-7 as Roche was not ready for that pass, and that goes out of bounds, right out of a timeout too. The kind of things that drive a coach nuts. And the Panthers turn it right back over to the Mavericks with 5:39 now left to go second quarter. We are having some issues, I understand. Hopefully that's fixed with our score. So the master, Dan Kuntz, down working on that. Bond with the run. Okay, it has been fixed. Thank you, Dan. Bond, the running jump shot, no good. Panthers come up with the rebound. Here's Garcia Miller. Tries to dribble out of traffic, jump step into the key. Short on her jump shot, though. Nice heads-up play, though. She bounced it off the thigh of Madison Bond and out of bounds. So this will be Panther basketball with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Norton out top. Roche. She's going to put up the long-range shot. No good. Long rebound. Nicely timed by Garcia Miller. Back up with it. No good. Gets her own rebound. Back up. No good. A Maverick is knocked to the floor, and we're going to have a Panther foul, but nice work by Carson Garcia Miller. She just couldn't get it to. And that is a foul on Carson. So that's her first, and the first team foul here in this second quarter. Char with it as Panthers apply that pressure. Down court, no problem. Clark with it now. Puts up the shot for three. It's good. Brooklyn Clark with her points, the first points of the ball game, and they're big ones, the three-pointer. Cardona back to Garcia Miller. Panthers down 13-7 here with 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Panthers a turnover, and then we've got a pushing foul behind that. Char did get the turnover. And Carson Garcia Miller with her second consecutive foul, and now 2 team fouls on the Panthers here in this quarter. Substitute checking in for Wenatchee, and it's number 14, Gemma Adon, the 5'7" sophomore, to replace Garcia Miller in the lineup. 6-point Maverick lead. It's Clark with it. Goes right side to Kaya Char. Looks down baseline. Goes to Clark there. Puts up the shot. Air ball. Hannah Roche with the rebound for the Panthers. Back out now. It's Madison Norton with it. Char picks her up at half court. Gets a screen. Drives to the elbow. Can't do anything with it, though. And then it's lost over there. Ball still loose. Picked up by Norton. Throws it up. No good. Rebound. And the Mavericks have it into the hands of Clark, and she stepped on the end of the sideline, and that's a turnover. Number 5 now on the Mavericks. As the clock dips under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. McKinley Cardona to bring it in to her sister Danica. Drives to the free throw line, puts up a shot too hard off the glass. And the rebound into the hands of Reffitt for the Mavericks. Now to Clark. Baseline. Here's Madison Bond. The rainbow shot, no good. Norton with the rebound for the Panthers. Back come Wenatchee. Out top of the key. Adon with it, baseline to Roche. Stop there. Back out to Cardona. Now it's Madison Norton. 8 on the shot clock for the Panthers. Down low and right into the hands of Char. And that's turnover number 7 now on Wenatchee. Here's Clark. Now to Char. Gonna put up the long range 3. It's good. It's 4 3-pointers now in the game for the Mavericks, which accounts for 12 of their 16 points. With under 3 minutes left in the second quarter, 9-point Maverick lead, the biggest so far tonight. And the Panthers dribble it on the baseline. It was Cardona, and that turnover number 8. Gracie Cass checks back in for the Mavericks, along with Natalie Schuler, with 2:51 left in the second quarter. Panthers still applying full court pressure, and it works this time as they force a Maverick turnover, and the Panthers will get it back. And Coach Lippert wants to talk things over with 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Moses Lake 16 and Wenatchee 7. We're back courtside in 30 seconds.
100%. This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant, they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
Let's go to Hawaii for the holidays.
Here's an easier idea. Enjoy Abby's classic Big Hawaiian Pizza this December. This delicious tropical and giant pizza is at a special holiday price. And when you gift an Abby's gift card, we'll give you a present too.
Panther basketball also brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda committed to preserving the environment, not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also with other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. All right, 16-7 our score. Second quarter action. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left. Both teams, as I mentioned, have played good defense tonight, but both teams have been awfully cold from the floor as well. Hence this low score right now. It's 16-7. The Panthers have it out of the timeout. It's Madison Norton with it. Crosses the timeline to Danica Cardona. Dumps it down to her sister McKinley, and we have a Maverick foul down low. And it'll be on Natalie Schuler. That's her first. And the second team foul here in the second quarter for the Mavericks. Inbounds play. McKinley Cardona spins on the baseline, throws it at the feet of a Maverick. Ball is loose. Jump ball is called. And alternating possession, it will remain to the Panthers. Hannah Roche will bring it in for Wenatchee with 2:27 left. Ball might have went off. Yeah, it did go off Bond, and it'll remain Panther basketball here. Will it? Well, I think the players thought it was Moses Lake ball, but it is Panther ball with 2:25 left. Roche down to Adon, who gets muscled down on the baseline, and she's going to draw a foul. And this one is on Olivia Johnson. That's her second. Third team foul now on the Mavericks. Here's Cardona to her sister McKinley. Now Hannah Roche to Cardona. Once again, it's McKinley down low. Big size disadvantage for McKinley. The ball's blocked and into the hands of Bond. Cast has it, the sophomore, to the basket, up and in. It's her 4th point of the night off the bench for Moses Lake, and now the biggest lead we've seen so far tonight at 11 points for the Mavericks. 1:57 left to go before halftime. Cardona inbounds to Norton. Good defense by Cast. Once again, Moses Lake in a 2-3 zone defense to Cardona, shot blocked again. It's Bond with it. Dump pass, down court, Cast. One-on-one, blocked by Norton, but she got too much of the arm there. And that'll send Gracie Cast to the free throw line to shoot 2. Second foul now on Madison Norton in the game. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the second quarter. First free throw attempt by a Mavericks tonight, but first one no good by Cast. Substitute into the Lineberry. It's Throneberry back in for Moses Lake. Also checking back in is Kalesy Wiltbank, the 5'8" senior for the Mavericks. Gracie Cast, second free throw, also no good. Wiltbank, though, had a putback, no good. And the Panthers come up with it. Here's Hannah Roche. Down court, the ball is blocked and out of bounds. The Panthers will have it with just over a minute and a half left to go, second quarter. Norton side out to Roche. Far wing, Don has it, dumps it down to Cardona, no good. And the rebounds into the hands of Johnson, and the Mavericks who hands it off to Cast. Took a couple steps there. Schuler has it now, drives, dumps it off to Cast, can't get it. Who's got it now? Underneath Johnson. Olivia up and in. 20-7 now. 13-point lead for Moses Lake. Here's Roche. Free rein to the basket, just couldn't get it to go, and the rebounds into the hands of Johnson with under 50 seconds left to go before halftime. Cast coast to coast with it, no good. And there's Johnson again, back up, no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Panther ball. Good job on the glass by the Mavericks here late in this second quarter, as Addison Reffett checks back in and casts a breather on the Maverick bench. Here's Norton now for the Panthers across the timeline. About a 10-second difference, game clock and shot clock. Norton looks for help, finds it in Roche. She's double teamed. Back to Norton, who dribbles it off her foot, and it goes out of bounds. And that'll be a turnover on the Panthers, number 9 this half. Boy, what an improvement. I think against Brewster it was like 19 in the first half as far as turnovers go. So a big improvement for the Panthers here in this game against the Mavericks. Moses Lake has it, shot clock off. The Mavericks can take the last shot if they choose to here before halftime. Wiltbank has it. Norton comes out on her. Now it's Johnson to Schuler, top of the key. Goes right side, Throneberry. 7 seconds down low, and almost a steal, but a late foul. Those ones that just drive coaches crazy right before halftime. This is going to be on McKinley Cardona, her first and the 4th team foul on the Panthers in the second quarter. Throneberry under the basket. Will bring it in for the Mavericks. Wiltbank, intended receiver, no good. Rebound Schuler, running out of time, and the shot won't count. And that is halftime. Our score after 2 quarters here at Wenatchee High School is Moses Lake 20 rather, and Wenatchee 7. We'll have halftime show and stats coming up in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs. Imagine a science project being done on the kitchen table. Feel the excitement on Christmas morning as the kids race down the stairs to form memories that cannot be erased. Listen for the laughter coming from the next room. Put your family in a new home to make these visions become reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade. Use the Move Meter entering 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on the cost of living and other factors. Make your dream place a reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade today.
Grant Olson back with you at courtside. We are at halftime, or our halftime score, Moses Lake 20 and Wenatchee 7. At the end of one, Moses Lake led it 10-5, so the Mavericks outscored the Panthers 10-2 in that second quarter. And Moses Lake caught fire a little bit more in that second quarter. I'll tell you, it was a cold start for both teams. It took a while just for one team to get to double digits in that first quarter. I think it was a combination. Both teams played very good defense. Both teams also a little tight to come out to this one tonight. And remember, the Panthers haven't played a game since going back to last Thursday. And Moses Lake then caught fire a little bit here late in the second quarter and jumped out to this 20-7 lead. I mentioned Moses Lake comes in with a 2-2 record. Won their last one, and that was on the 10th of December on the road in Hanford. But 2 consecutive losses to Ferris and Kennewick before that. And Moses Lake won their first game, and that's how they got here at 2-2. The Panthers have only played 2 games, a loss to Cascade earlier this month, and then that loss to Brewster last Thursday night here at Wenatchee High School. So it's been an entertaining first half. The Panthers need to keep up with that defense to stay in this one, as Moses Lake now sees the biggest lead that they have seen in the entire ball game at 13 points. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, come back with halftime stats and more right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Stay with us.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
At Coldwell Banker, their people, their company are cut from a different cloth. They see, hear, sense, and feel things that other people don't. They have a unique appreciation for the thing called home. Because of this dedication, Coldwell Banker has thrived for over a century. This is why they are ranked #1 on Agent Trust. Coldwell Banker. They do real estate with higher standards and have been guiding people home since 1906. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
And a halftime show continues at the break. It's Moses Lake 20 and the Panthers 7. Let's take a look at the scoring in that first half. We'll begin with the Panthers. Danica Cardona ends up with 1 field goal in the second quarter for 2 points. Carson Garcia Miller ends up with 3, the leading scorer for the Panthers in the half. She was 1 for 1 from the free throw line. And McKinley Cardona also in the scorebook with 2 points. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Leading the way and leading all scorers tonight for Moses Lake, Madison Bond with 10 points, 4 points in the game off the bench for Gracie Cass, 3 points each for Brooklyn Clark and Kaya Char. Only 2 free throws attempted in the entire half for the Mavericks, and it was by Cass. She missed them both. The Mavericks 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. 9 first half turnovers for the Panthers, 6 turnovers for the Mavericks in that first half. So it was a fairly cleanly played first half by both teams. I mentioned it, both teams just started off a little bit cold in this one, and we might see them kind of catch fire here in this second half. Do want to remind you, lots of sports still to come here on the NCWLIFE channel. Well, I should say not a whole lot of sports before the Christmas break. Coming up next week, it's Wenatchee at Eastmont basketball. I will have that call. Girls at 5:30, boys will be at 7. Big night of basketball, Wenatchee at Eastmont on Thursday, December 19th. And as I mentioned, we have a break through the Christmas holiday and the New Year, and our next broadcast won't be until Saturday, January 11th, and that'll be another basketball tilt. It'll be Davis at Eastmont. I will have the call on that. Early start time on that Saturday. Girls will be live at 4:30, and the boys will be on at 6 o'clock. And remember, that's Saturday, January 11th. Once again, we are at halftime. Big 9 basketball here on the NCWLIFE channel. Girls basketball, it's Moses Lake 20 and Wenatchee 7. We'll take one more 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back with second half action right after this. Stay with us.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun to drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait, turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
So, how's Evan?
Well, he's all grown up now, but I worry about him.
So many dangers in the world. COVID, the environment, the opioid epidemic. Yeah, I hear opioid misuse is on the rise. I don't even know how to start a conversation with him. This might help. GetTheFactsRx.com. There's a whole section on how to talk about opioids with your family. Offer support, not judgment. Cool.
Talk to your family about the dangers of opioids. Visit GetTheFactsRx.com.
The new Hummer EV is everything you want in an all-electric vehicle. It's powerful, reliable, comfortable, and will take you anywhere you want to go, on-road or off. Why buy one of those lesser EVs when you can have one that uses them for traction? Order your Hummer pickup or SUV today from Sangster Motors, batteries included.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by our friends at Biosports Physical Therapy, Aqua Therapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, all you need to keep moving. You find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right, the Wenatchee girls have taken the court, or we are just about set to start the third quarter here. Gotta keep the table off the court. 20-7, Mavericks lead it. 13-point Moses Lake lead as the Mavericks will have it first here to begin this third quarter. Char brings it in. It looks like the Mavericks will go with Burns, Reffett, Clark, Char, and Madison Bond, who's the leading scorer in the ball game, has the ball right now, number 32, 10 points at halftime. As she gets it to Clark, cross court, back to Char, fake, won't take the shot, baseline. It is put up from the baseline. Addison Reffett, it's good. So Reffett with her first 2 points of the ball game, and now the biggest lead we've seen tonight at 15 points for the Mavericks. Turnover by the Panthers. Knocked out of bounds, but Moses Lake will retain possession, and that's turnover number 10 now on Wenatchee tonight. Here's Clark for the Mavericks, near side. Madison Bond on the wing, back to Clark. Now the Mavericks try the other side, and Char to Bond, left open, won't take the shot. Clark will from the baseline, no good. Rebound, nicely done by Norton. And the Panthers come back down court with Carson Garcia Miller. Down court quickly, Danica Cardona, and instead of a bucket, she is going to be called with the travel, and that's two quick turnovers now on the Panthers with just over the first minute gone here in the third quarter. Clark cross half court for the Mavericks to Bond. Looks for help, top of the key, Kaya Char. Back out, Bond has it to Char. Tries the left side, Clark has it, she's left open, why not? Puts up the three, and it's good. Brooklyn Clark with 2 threes now in the game, and she's got 6. 18-point Moses Lake lead. Garcia Miller, the drive, and it's good. She's such a good player when she's aggressive to the basket, and that seems to be when she's at her best. Here's Char. Near side wing, top of the key, Madison Bond. Now to Clark on the opposite side. Baseline. Burns had it underneath, the shot's up and good. And that was Addison Reffett with her second bucket now here in the third quarter. We're back to an 18-point game. Garcia Miller for the Panthers. Baseline, one-handed shot, good. He's feeling it tonight. She's got 7 now in this game. Brooklyn Clark with it. Top of the key to Bond. Bond. Overhead pass, far side, it's Char on the baseline. Can't do anything with it. Burns. And she is called for the traveling violation, Addison Burns, and that is the first turnover on the Mavericks here in this third quarter. Substitute into the lineup as Hannah Roche comes in, and she will replace Gemma Adon in the Panther lineup. 27-11, 16-point Moses Lake lead. Garcia Miller dribbles it off Char's foot and out of bounds, and Panthers will have it. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 5:13 left in the third quarter. Garcia Miller inbounds to Danica Cardona. Throws it to no one except into the hands of Madison Bond. She's going to take it all the way down court herself. Left-handed layup, no good. Roche had her hands on it. It goes out of bounds off a Maverick, and it will be Wenatchee basketball. Madison Bond, excellent basketball player, 5'10" senior for these Moses Lake Mavericks. Held scoreless so far in this quarter, though. Here's Hannah Roche backing in Burns. Roche can't do anything with it. Falls to the floor and draws the foul. And that will be on Addison Burns, number 2 on her. Substitute into the lineup. It's Gracie Cast, and she will replace Addison Reffett in the Maverick lineup. 16-point Moses Lake lead. Mavericks have led by as many as 18, all here in this second half. Garcia Miller, I was going to say, better get it in. She does to Cardona, who lost control of it. And then into the hands of a Maverick, and that's already turnover number 4 this half on the Panthers. Here's Clark now back the other way for Moses Lake to Cast. Back to Bond, left wide open, takes the shot for 3, no good, and Norton The rebound for the Panthers. To Garcia Miller. Changes hands on the dribble, not a Cardona. Back to Garcia Miller down low. Shot is short, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Too hard on that one and casts the rebound. Lost control of it. Now flips it over to Shar, to Bond, left open for three again. It's good. There's her first bucket of this second half, and that's 13 now in the game. And Coach Lippert wants to talk things over. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left to go third quarter. It's Moses Lake 30 and Wenatchee 11. We are back courtside in 60 seconds.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait, turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Minutes, 55 seconds left to go third quarter. Moses Lake now with the biggest lead they've had so far tonight at 19. It's 30-11. The Mavericks on top of the Panthers. On the right side, Panthers with it out of that timeout, and a turnover immediately as Bond comes up with it. 14 now in the game for Wenatchee, and we've got a whistle. Shot clock discrepancy here. There we go, set on 26 now. Wiltbank brings it into Clark for the Mavericks. Moses Lake leading it by 19. Clark with the ball overhead, back to Wiltbank, the lefty. Hands it to Bond, open, didn't take the three this time. Clark puts it up, but it's blocked by Cardona. She's tied up. Jump ball is called, and it will be Maverick basketball. Good hustle by Cardona to get that jump ball called, but it will be Maverick ball. 3:20 left to go third quarter. Carson Garcia Miller looks left side, goes that way to Cardona. Took a couple of steps there, and she's going to be called for traveling violation. And we'll give it back to Moses Lake. Game is slowed down now here late in this third quarter. Moses Lake has outscored the Panthers 10-4 in this period. Here's Bond, dumps it underneath, Burns with it, gets it back out. Clark saves it from being an over and back violation to Wiltbank. Now to Clark. Wiltbank looks to dump it down low. She does. Shot taken, but we've got a foul down low. It was Addison Burns with the basketball. And she'll go to the line to shoot two, and that foul Hannah Roche, and that's her first. Addison Burns to the line, starter tonight, 5'8" junior, no points yet. First free throw is off the mark, no good. Kayla Throneberry checks back in as Brooklyn Clark takes a breather on the Maverick bench. Here's the next free throw by Burns, no good. Garcia Miller hits the floor. And we'll have a Moses Lake foul. And that is on Gracie Cass, and that'll be number 2 on her. Second team foul now in the third quarter for Moses Lake. 1 on the Panthers. Panthers with it as we approach 2.5 minutes now left in the third. Wide open underneath. Nice pass by Miller. Cardona, though, has her shot blocked out of bounds. Will remain Panther basketball, but a nice look by Carson Garcia Miller there. She will bring it in from under the Panther basket. Looking for some help all the way out to Norton. Takes a couple of dribbles and stops underneath. Wide open under there. Hannah Roche, it's up and in. 30-13 our score. Here's Throneberry. Looks left, goes that way. Moves down to the baseline. Now it's Bond to Wiltbank. She wanted the three-point try. Didn't take it, though, then throws it away. Second turnover on the Mavericks here in the third quarter. Under 2 minutes left in the third period. Here's Garcia Miller, double-teamed. Dribbles out of that to the right wing. Gets her pass blocked, and that's another turnover on the Panthers. It's Throneberry, and she throws it right into the hands of Norton. Down court, Cardona puts it up, and she draws the foul. This will be on Kayla Throneberry, her first. And we'll send Danica Cardona to the free throw line. No points yet in this second half, and has not attempted a free throw. First one on the way, it's good. Substitute as Olivia Johnson comes in. Also Natalie Schuler for the Mavericks. Bond a rest here at the end of this third period. A 30-14 Maverick lead. Here's Cardona, made the first, second one on the way, bounces out, no good, and Throneberry comes up with the rebound. Kayla Throneberry now to Wiltbank, to Olivia Johnson, she loses it, and the Panthers have it once again. Cardona, and who's got it? The Panthers maintain possession. Now it's Roche with it to Garcia Miller as Coach Lippert tells their team to settle down a little bit here late in this third. Free throw line shot, McKinley. Cardona no good, and the rebound into the hands of Olivia Johnson. Now to Schuler, muscled on the sideline, and I believe Schuler stepped on that sideline, and she did. So that's turnover number 5 on the Mavericks. Minute 6 left to go, third quarter. Carson Garcia Miller, jump shot, good. Her 6th point of this quarter. 9 now in the game for Carson Garcia Miller. Here's Throneberry, right side on the wing. Panthers in that zone defense. Olivia Johnson, turnaround jumper from 10, no good. Rebound, Throneberry comes up with it. 40 seconds left in the third. Now it's Wiltbank, near side. Throneberry's going to throw one up there off the front of the rim, no good. And Danica Cardona with the rebound for the Panthers. About 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock as we wind down this third period. Cardona underneath. Hannah Roche had their position down there, but too hard. McKinley Cardona back up with it. I believe she's going to draw a foul and go to the free throw line. And that KLZ Wiltbank. That's her first personal. And we'll send McKinley Cardona to the free throw line, where she is 2 for 2 tonight with 2 points in the first half. Cardona, first free throw is good. Comes Clark back into, I should say, Char back into the lineup, along with Addison Reffitt for the Mavericks. McKinley Cardona, second free throw, short on that one, no good. And the Mavericks down court with it, probably gunning for the last shot here of this period. 13-point Maverick lead, 30-17, 3 seconds left. Reffitt now to Char. She's going to put up the long bomb. Goes off the rim, no good. And that will end our third quarter of play. After 3 here at Wenatchee High School. Moses Lake 30 and Wenatchee 17. Fourth quarter coming your way in 60 seconds.
To name yourself after the highest peak in North America? Maybe that's audacity. But towering above is exactly what the first ever all-electric GMC Sierra EV Denali Edition 1 is built to do. With 754 horsepower and up to a GM estimated 400 miles of range, it is the Denali of EVs. the Sierra EV Denali.
Shoot, I think I left my keys in the kitchen. Can you grab them?
Yep.
Find out?
What's this?
It's a locking bag. It keeps Grandma's medication safe.
But I could just take it.
Well, for one thing, it locks. And if it were gone, I know there's a problem.
Huh. Well played.
Help prevent opioid misuse before it starts. Visit getthefactsrx.com.
Panther basketball also brought to you by Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. Call Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate for all your real estate needs in Central Washington. The phone number 509-888-8887. Fourth quarter set to come your way. It's been all Moses Lake since probably the second quarter or so. The Mavericks lead it by 13, have led it by as many as 19, and start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Cardona, and Moses Lake will keep the ball side out in front of their own bench. Great to have you along tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. Here's Clark now, who's back in there. Spins at the elbow, and I believe we're going to have a reach-in foul. And it is. It's going to be on Danica Cardona, and that's number 3 on her. She's the first person in foul trouble so far tonight. Bond inbounds underneath to Johnson, and she's hammered on the arm by Carson Garcia Miller. So it isn't Carson Garcia Miller. Instead, it's on Hannah Roche, her second. And that will send Olivia Johnson, the 5'9" junior, to the free throw line. First one good.
34, Olivia Johnson shooting for the Mavericks.
1 of 5 from the line now for the Mavericks. Make it 1 of 6 as Johnson misses that one. And back come the Panthers. Garcia Miller on the baseline with it. In trouble, looks for help, not a Cardona. Ball is knocked away from her, still loose on the floor. Now bodies on the floor. Who's got it? The Mavericks come up with it, and we've got a traveling violation. Dueling turnovers there. The Panthers now with 17-12 in the ball game for Moses Lake. Here's Garcia Miller. Just underway, fourth quarter, 7:23 left. Garcia Miller up with the shot, and she's fouled on her way up, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Brooklyn Clark will pick up that foul. That's her first. Second team foul now in the fourth quarter for the Mavericks. Carson Garcia Miller at the line, 1 of 1 tonight. Here's the first one, rolls off, no good. She'll get another one here in this 31-17 ball game. Make it 31-18 as Garcia Miller hits that second one. Panthers only down 13 here as Moses Lake has kind of hit a lull in their game since about midway through the third quarter. We'll see if they can get that mojo back as Bond throws it away. And that'll give it right back to the Panthers. And the Panthers with some life now, as I mentioned, only down by 13. Plenty of time left to go in this one. Substitute is Addison Burns into the lineup, replacing Olivia Johnson for the Mavericks. A Dawn who's in there now for the Panthers, Gemma. To Garcia Miller, shot taken, no good. Char with it. And she hands it off to Clark down court. Burns, and the ball is tied up again on the floor. Who's got this possession? And it will go to the Panthers. That's a break for the Panthers. I mentioned Moses Lake a little out of sorts here for the last 4 or 5 minutes of this ball game, and the Panthers have taken advantage, down by 19, and have cut it to 13. Nice screen set by Adon, and Char just ran her over and right through it. And this foul will be on Kaya Char. I think Coach Lippert might have thought it was on a Panther, but Wenatchee will have it inbounds and turn it over into the hands of Burns. Back come the Mavericks. Now it's Clark to Char. On the left side, drives all the way to the basket. Baseline shot, up and in. That's Char's first points of this second half. She's got 5 now. As the lead goes back to 15 for Moses Lake. 6:19 left in the fourth quarter. Cardona, right side. Ball is knocked out by Bond and will remain Panther basketball. Adon inbounds to Cardona, and once again it's turned over. 10th turnover this half by the Panthers. Clark had it, wanted to go to the basket, lost control of it. Burns takes it, no good. The rebound into the hands of Roche, and then she's fouled by a Maverick. That'll be Addison Burns, the first Maverick now with 3 fouls in this game. His cast comes in. And Addison Reffett will take a rest on the Maverick bench with just a little over 6 minutes now left to go in this game. Garcia Miller, right side. It's Cardona. Free throw line. McKinley Cardona has her shot blocked. It's picked up by Kaya Char, and back come the Mavericks. Here's Cast on the baseline. Stops there. Back out to Char, now cross court. Clark, she's going to take the long range shot for 3. Good. Brooklyn Clark, her third 3-point shot of the night. She's got 9. Back to an 18-point lead now for Moses Lake. There's Garcia Miller with that rainbow. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Moses Lake basketball. Dayanara Delgado comes in for the Panthers. She'll replace Gemma Adon in the Wenatchee lineup. 36-18 in this low-scoring game here from Wenatchee High School. Big 9 basketball as the league gets underway here tonight. Madison Bond with it. Far side Char. Back to Bond. She's going to put up the 3. No good. Back off the back of the rim. Rebound Danica Cardona. Down court. She tried to get it to Delgado, but it's knocked back into her hands. Now the ball is loose on the baseline. Char and Delgado get tied up in the corner, and the alternating possession will go to Moses Lake. Throneberry back in for the Mavericks. Char to the Moses Lake bench with under 5 minutes now left to go. Here's Clark. Cardona picks her up. Panthers stay in that chasing zone defense. Madison Bond dribbles out of traffic, puts up the tough shot from about 12, no good. Ball is saved, but inbounds to the Mavericks. Here's Throneberry. She puts up the shot for 3. Good. And Coach Lippert wants to talk things over with 4:34 left to go in this fourth quarter. Moses Lake 41 and Wenatchee 18. We will keep it right here. We want to thank some of our sponsors, including Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off is available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. Also by Harvest Valley Pest Control, living healthy, local, and pest-free. You can rest assured that Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet-safe material around your home or office. Call Harvest Valley Pest Control today for your free estimate at 509-423-2207. All right, Mavericks come out hot here in this fourth quarter. Outscored the Panthers 11-1 to begin this period, and now lead at 41-18. Our biggest lead of the night at 23. Panthers have it. Danica Cardona dribbles to the baseline, cut off there, tries to put up a shot, going to be called for the traveling violation instead. And that is now the 20th turnover on the Panthers here tonight. Clark, Brooklyn Clark, now to Cast, to Madison Bond, right-handed dribbler, pushing off somewhat. Gets away with it. Nice crossover move. Now going to take it to the basket. Pass underneath. Johnson tried the layup. Got a turnover on Moses Lake. Substitute set to check in for the Panthers. It's number 15, Quinn Kitos, a 5'8" sophomore for Wenatchee, and she'll replace McKinley Cardona in the Panther lineup. 4 minutes left to go, halfway through this fourth period. Moses Lake has kind of turned on the jets here in this last few minutes and have pulled out to this 23-point lead. Another turnover on the Panthers. Back come the Mavericks. It's Clark with it. Lob pass underneath to Johnson, won't take the shot. It is taken long range. Schuler for three, up and in. 44-18 is Moses Lake pulling away now. Garcia Miller to the basket. She's fouled. Gracie Cast with her third, and Carson Garcia Miller will go to the line and shoot two.
Fouls number 3, Gracie Cast. Shooting 2 for the Panthers.
5 team fouls on the Mavericks here in the fourth. Garcia Miller free throw is good. She is 3 for 4 from the line tonight as Olivia Johnson checks back in for the Mavericks. Garcia Miller, second free throw, gets the roll, it's good. 12 points on the night for Carson Garcia Miller. Has played an outstanding game for the Panthers. Here's Cast back the other way. Delgado a little too aggressive, and she will pick up her first personal. With 3:22 left to go, fourth quarter. Throneberry will bring it in, side out for the Mavericks. Into Clark. Gets a screen from Johnson. Clark lost control of it though. Delgado had her hands on it. Now she's tied up by Johnson. Or I should say by Clark. And this will be Moses Lake Maverick. I should say Wenatchee basketball. Garcia Miller, Panthers down by 24 now. Underneath, Cardona loses control of it on the end line, and it goes out of bounds. That's turnover number 13 now this half for the Panthers. And boy, that has been a difference in this third and fourth quarter. Moses Lake has committed 8 turnovers this half. 14 in the ball game for the Mavericks and 22 for the Panthers. Here's Throneberry, far side. Underneath Cass, she has that block, and that's a turnover on Moses Lake. Back the other way come the Panthers and Garcia Miller. Working on Cast, gets it to the elbow. Now down low, it's Danica Cardona. Down low, shot is taken up and off the glass by Kitos, and it's good. Clark back the other way for Moses Lake. 22-point Panther lead. Bodies all over the place. No call. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain Moses Lake basketball as Wilkbank checks in. Also Reffitt back in there for the Mavericks. Boy, very deep bench for this Moses Lake team as the Panthers get set to send in a sub as well now. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Garcia Miller. Here's Julia Pleece now into the game. Only a freshman for the Panthers at 5'6". In there for the Mavericks, number 12, Brianna Bischoff, a 5'4" sophomore. Also in there for Moses Lake, number 30, Maya Lamb, also a sophomore at 5'6". So both teams clearing their bench now with 2:17 left in the fourth. And a 22-point Moses Lake lead. Wilkbank. Shot taken at the elbow is no good. Fight for it. Reffitt comes up with it. Wilkbank has it. Top of the key. Now on the left side, it's Schuler. Back to Wilkbank. Elbow shot once again off the back of the rim. No good. That shot taken by Lamb. And we've got a foul on a Maverick underneath the basket, and it's on number 10, Addison Reffitt. That's her second, and now the 6th team foul this quarter. Garcia Miller will go to the free throw line. 4 of 5 from the line tonight. Make it 5 out of 6. 13 points in the night for Carson Garcia Miller. As Danica Cardona comes out, I believe, for the first time tonight. Here's Garcia Miller. Free throw is good. McKinley Cardona comes in, and Garcia Miller has had an outstanding game. Heads to the Panther bench with 1:50 now left to go. It's Wiltbank with it for the Mavericks. Now to Johnson. Left side, shot taken, no good. Long rebound. Who's got it? It's in the hands of Julia Please to Delgado down court, and it's stolen away there. Back come the Mavericks. It's Bischoff. Now to Wiltbank. Puts up the three with the left hand. Good. Back to a 20-point lead, 44-24. Under the basket for the Panthers. It's up and in, this time by Kaitos. That's her second bucket off the bench this quarter for the Panthers. Minute now left to go. Underneath, Reffett to a wide open player underneath, and that is Mia Lamb. And she picks up her first 2 points of the game. That matches our biggest lead at 23 points with 48 seconds left. Shot taken, it's blocked, picked back up by the Panthers, and we've got a foul underneath. Natalie Schuler will pick up that foul, and to the free throw line is Quinn Kaitos for the Panthers. Once again, only a sophomore. First free throw up and no good by Kaitos. She'll get another one. 43 seconds remain, fourth quarter. Moses Lake up by 21. Here's Kaitos, second free throw, back of the rim, no good. Rebound to the Mavericks. Bischoff will bring it down for Moses Lake. Stops, puts up the wide open shot, no good. Almost got it to go. It gets knocked out of bounds, and it's knocked out by Moses Lake and will be Panther basketball. Shot clock and game clock almost synced up. A couple of tenths of a second difference. Panthers have it. Delgado with it, far side baseline, and we've got a foul with 20 seconds left. And once again, it's Natalie Schuler. That's her third personal. And we'll send Dayanara Delgado to the free throw line. First one on the way, no good. She'll get one more. Has not scored yet tonight. She can change all that right here. Second free throw also no good. Rebound into the hands of the Mavericks. 14 seconds now. They can just dribble this one away. 47-26 our score, and looks like that's how it's going to stay here from Wenatchee High School. 2 seconds left now, 1. And that will do it. Our final score from Wenatchee High School. Girls Big 9 basketball action. It's Moses Lake 47 and Wenatchee 26. We'll take a 60-second timeout and wrap this one up right after this.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. With durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all. You need the Kubota construction lineup. Right now, write it off a lot and write it off your taxes for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months or save up to $4,000.
All right, Grant Olson back courtside where the Moses Lake Mavericks have defeated the Wenatchee Panthers by a final score of 47-26. Moses Lake led it 10-5 after the first, outscored the Panthers 10-2 in the second quarter and led it 20-7 at halftime. Both teams scored 10 points each in the third. We were at 30-17 after 3, and then Moses Lake outscoring the Panthers 17-9 in the fourth quarter to go on to this 47-26 victory. Let's take a look at the scoring now. First for the Panthers, leading the way, Carson Garcia Miller with 14 points, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. 4 points for Quinn Kaitos off the bench. She was 0 for 2 from the line. 3 points for Danica Cardona, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 points for Hannah Roche and 3 points for McKinley Cardona, who was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. The Panthers as a team shot 10 of 15 from the free throw line and committed 23 turnovers. And now for the Moses Lake Mavericks, leading the way, Madison Bond with 13 points, 9 points in the game for Brooklyn Clark, 5 points for Kaya Char, 4 points each for Gracie Cast and also Addison Reffert, 3 points in the game for Kelsey Wiltbank, 3 as well for Kayla Throneberry, 2 points off the bench for Maya Lamb, and also Olivia Johnson off the bench contributed 2 points. Johnson, by the way, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and as a team, the Mavericks 2 of 6 from the charity stripe. Mavericks committed 15 turnovers in this ball game. So that will do it. The Mavericks defeat the Wenatchee Panthers by a final score of 47-26. Thanks for joining us on our broadcast tonight. We'll be back with you again next week for more basketball right here on the NCWLIFE channel. For all of us here, good night, everyone. Turnover for the Panthers. Hobson steals it, and a two-handed jam.
Thanks for joining us for live coverage of high school hoops on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Tacos Chava, Together for Youth, and Valley Tractor. Thanks for joining us for High School Hoops on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station. We now rejoin our normal programming already in progress.
I bet that feels good.
Ball
She has been
stolen
really
away.
cool.
Ripped away by Klinkenberg. She'll feed ahead for the right-handed layup. Good by